went for. Like the other Peaches can be technical, especially Armada was like, I think Armada's contender for the most like best execution ever.
Yeah.
But he didn't do a lot of things. Like he did what he did to perfection, and then you know he didn't claw, he didn't double jump cancel, he didn't like do these complicated things. He just executed what he had.
Yeah.
And I think the future of Peach might be obviously Kalamazhu is a little bit of doing what he knows perfectly.
That was sick.
Yeah.
But I think we can definitely see some new tech as well.
New tech. Yeah, that's kind of been the modern identity of the character, like with, you know, even players like Ryobeat. Triff even mentioned this in a tweet one time. He's like, dude, I love that the meta for Peach now, not meta, but how did Triff word it? He was like, between stocks, Peaches always used to just pull turnips, and now Peaches are all doing cool tech skill and stuff, and I love this new era of Peach where that's what we do now.
Whoa.
And I think they're I think they're absolutely stupid for doing that.
Well, yeah,
Pull
you
a
should get
goddamn
it. You
turnip.
should get it.
You can
should get a
even
good
pull
turnip.
a turnip technically. You can do the
knitting or whatever. It's true. It's true. It's true.
That's what Polish was doing. I know Law does that too.
I know what he meant, though. I know what he meant. And Keizu, for what it's worth, I think you're right. I think Keizu is the Peach that reminds me the most of the old Armada playstyle, where it's like, do what you do really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Keizu's totally down to learn from people. Like, I think he could even start incorporating some of that stuff. And it's wild to talk about against Plup, too, because against Plup, that's a player where we would never have thought, you know, Keizu has like a shot, like, you know, even like a year ago. But like, yeah, I mean, look at the screen right now.
Yeah, how's Plup been doing now these days? I was about to ask because
I think not bad, certainly.
Plup came in through
in
open bracket, right, and he relegated somebody.
90% of his sets, Plup's been doing really well, but he did lose he got in through the first Leo and then lost to Kadoran. That was like the big thing.
Yeah, he lost to Kadoran, but he had controller problems. He was saying that his controller was pretty bad, and then he actually got a new one the following week.
I definitely think those things matter, but like for me, I kind of saw like it was probably that too, but he looked a little bit shaky and like how predictable he was getting when he was pressured and stuff like that.
There's more to the story. You're saying,
I think almost always like the controller problems are a thing, but like how many times have not people won and then said I had controller problems too?
I think a ton of it is like, well, I think there's just in gaming in general, so much of it is confidence.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of things that can make your confidence waver. One of those things is inactivity. Another one is controllers. There's a lot of factors that happen, right, that come into play.
Yeah.
And Plup, I mean, I will say, yeah, I think he looks mostly good, but he is getting his confidence back in some ways. But yeah,
misspaced the grapple there a little bit.
I feel like I have nothing bad to say about everything I've seen from Keizu so far.
Yeah.
And some good things to say.
And some good things to say.
Sick stuff that I've witnessed.
Oh no, Plup's playing a little shaky. A lot of Hail Mary dash-ins, boost grabs that end up whiffing, and then got that back throw when he wanted the down throw.
Whoa, oh. Drops low and umbrellas.
Oh, nice. Read the jab there and waved a shot and CC down smashed it.
I like that. I love the grab the turnip on the recovery.
Oh.
Oof. Damn, he just ran under that forwarder and kind of took it on the chin.
Okay.
Oh,
Turn
wow.
winner.
That back hit.
Yeah, he caught him jumping from the ledge.
Oh,
the chase down.
That was such a hard read on the roll.
Yeah.
Easy. Oh, could have lived that, actually.
I think Keizu's been doing that. He's been kind of like making a prediction as to what way Plup's going to tech and just chasing him down.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't hit, you just kind of move on. But if you get they tech them the right way, then there he is.
You smack him. Yeah, it's good. It's good because I mean, the whole time you're also kind of floating over them, and like if you notice that they're like holding shield, you can like kind of just go into pressure.
Yeah.
And you know, Peach is one of these characters that can really be plus on you when you're blocking. So.
Yeah, Peach is by far the best character in terms of frame rate on shield. Like,
yeah.
Even other characters, you know, like, oh, Falco is the second best character at shield pressuring, and you consider like, oh, what is Falco's main like shield pressure? It's like dare, and at best that move is going to be -1.
Right.
There it's going to be 0.
Like, yeah.
And then you got Peach, who has 5 aerials that can all be +4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Actually, I don't even understand that yet. I think Peach is such a weird character to play against for that reason.
Yeah, she's such a weird character because she's slow, but she has the best frame data in some ways, and she has really good burst options. Like, can change your movement in the air, can float in the air.
Yeah.
Has dash attack, which is easily the best. Like
dash attack's so sick.
Burst move.
Crazy move, yeah.
But has the problem of like being weak to shields. But then she has also the best shield pressure. So like
like I don't get it. It's like a contradiction.
Yeah, it's very finely tuned again. Like this is just the magic of melee, where like if Peach was fast enough, 10-20% faster, she'd be a menace.
She'd be
like,
broken, yeah.
Runs away, pulls turnips, runs in, down smash.
I like that word menace, Leffen. She would be a menace.
A menace to society.
But because she's just slow enough, she has to like use dash attack to keep you in like slowed down. Because you have to shield, you have to CC, you have to look out for it. Because it's gonna beat almost everything. And then once they start slowing down, that's when you go in with the nairs that, you know, aren't the fastest because of her below average speed, but are incredibly plus on block.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, she's a really, really interesting, like, I don't know, function or whatever, to borrow combo feed technology.
Like, I can't think of a similar character. Like, even Peach in Ultimate, like, Peach in Ultimate doesn't have the burst option of dash attack.
Yeah, very different character for sure.
She becomes this much more like Sony, like you spam back air is the thing you do. You don't really run for that much.
She has a side B. That's a burst option for sure. But
yeah, but even
it's not the same.
Like you can't really do it on reaction, I wouldn't say.
Right.
Like it's so slow.
Where'd you get the terminology
as we were
burst?
talking, Plup's just been holding it down.
Plup,
very solid.
you give Plup some Battlefield platforms. I feel like he feels he's like, you know, East Coast used to say that about Reno.
Yeah, Reno Field.
I think Plup took I think what Reno tried to bring to the table with the, you know, fast platform style of Sheik, I think Plup really perfected. It's always been what even Mewtwo King would always say, like, the difference between me and Plup, he's so good with platforms. So much faster than everybody else. I think
platforms is definitely one of those areas where we still have a lot to learn. Just like all the different tech you can do, you can see, like, it's like so awkward, for example, like to CC on a platform because it's hard to crouch.
Yeah, dude, no one's doing near platform cancels. Like I was like, I don't know, I don't really remember how this came up, but Chad was telling me to lab Sheik platform canceling one time with the Nair. And you know, there's some really cool options. Even the way like people like Connor the Kid's, or I guess he just goes by Connor now. Connor uses these shield drop up airs to extend combos that I literally have not seen any other Sheiks do. So yeah, lot of stuff.
Well, close than stuck out, but he lost a bit of his lead here. If he gets launched too early, Keizu might come back and take this.
Getting good mileage on this stock though.
Yeah, really good control here.
And now he's got Sheik at that kind of comfortable percent where her grounded state is a little bit less intimidating. You can kind of bully her around. You're gonna get knockdowns if she holds down.
Corner pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Takes it onto the ledge.
Oh. Okay. Someone makes it work.
Yeah.
This is important.
This is important.
Important for Plup to close it out.
If Kalamazhu clutches this, oh my God, one or two more of
those. You don't want double FD as Sheik.
Yeah.
Not it. Back air.
Oh, the air dodge was great though. Wow, what a down smash!
Oh, but okay. No. Down air. Oh, probably thought Plup was going to sweet spot.
Right.
Plup wiped some sweat away from his brow.
Wow, dude, I thought Kalamazhu's like gumption to just stand at the edge of the side platform and bait Plup to come in and get that, like, stand still for 1 second down smash was really smart, but
gumption
wasn't quite enough. Yeah, truth be told, I don't actually know what the word gumption means, but from the vibe of it, I feel like I
think you used it correctly.
Thank you. Always reminds me of Forest. Gum.
Makes me think about gum.
Yeah.
FD.
FD is a really interesting stage in this matchup because
hey man, I love that Frozen Stadium is a starter. I gotta tell you.
Yeah. It's a very nice opportunity to be able to start on Stadium in some matchups like this one.
Like this one, yeah.
What were you gonna say about
FD? Big whiff. No, I was gonna say that this is, I would say, Sheik's worst stage of the matchup, but it's surprisingly swingy for such a like relatively not super volatile matchup.
You would say this is Sheik's worst stage of the matchup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is really hard to land. The edge guarding, like Peach kind of struggles with covering platform up Bs, whereas on this stage there are none.
The edge guarding becomes better.
But as you see here, like Sheik also gets better at edge guarding Peach.
Yeah,
and, like not being able to land on platforms.
Sometimes you get some really nice combos.
A whole lot harder.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was awkward. That turnaround.
Yeah.
KZ just landed on stage, got the jump back, and now Plup's getting edge guarded. Yeah.
Plup hasn't really been doing the like the multi-hit down smash, like get hit by more than one.
Yeah, he can hold down there and take another hit, which will let him live that, but he hasn't done it yet.
I'd say that's like a pretty old school piece of like anti-Peach stuff.
For sure. You have that, and then you can also tech it, but the tech can be punished.
Yeah.
So like you have a little bit. Ooh.
Down air after that.
Yeah, chasing down.
Plup has actually always been one of these guys in matchups where you get down throw forward air and then you're like a little bit in advantage, but you don't have a true follow-up. Plup has always been the most, he always brings the most interesting options to the table there. I've never seen him do that down air before.
No.
Not sure what happened there.
I was just playing so well, and KZ kind of falling apart here.
Yeah. Still chasing those rolls. Yeah, that was that same roll read he did. I actually thought Plup would actually just hard read the roll read and shield grab him, but you got to know.
Next level.
Yeah. Oh, that forward air is risky, but it works.
Wow, and even recovers.
I will say that that was a bad sign for KZ. So that forward air that Plup did when he was recovering, Peach usually covers that with a back air. In fact, Kalamazhu, I remember when I used to play him with Sheik, I could never get that forward air on him. So the fact that he gave Plup that, I think, is a bad sign.
And again, yeah.
He's starting to
degrade.
His half-life is reached. Starting to chemically decompose or whatever.
Brutal process.
Yeah, brutal process. Yeah.
Well known to happen in intense melee sets.
Oh, what a grab! Love that.
Is this doable? How does Peach get clean openings?
This is gonna come down. Oh wow! Yeah, I think that situation, it's gonna come down to like it has to be an early edge guard essentially, and you can get that through a down smash or back throw or maybe a forward air if Plup corners himself, but like you're not winning that with stray hits against a player like Plup.
Leffen, do you think KZ might go back? No.
Leffen, would you say that it's still true that like especially in a situation like that, like Peach kind of has a hard time once she kind of has a hard time making comebacks in the sense that she can't get in and really force the issue, right? Once she's down by that much against a character like Sheik.
I think it's weird because like she does struggle with getting in and forcing the issue.
Yeah.
But a lot of characters do struggle at actually ending her stock without forcing some kind of issue. Like backdaring Sheik across the stage, like if you're center stage and she's also center stage, it's not gonna kill her early, right? And so there's always this like, maybe it should be easy, but in tournament, when the pressure's on, it almost never is. Okay, K's starting out much stronger here, but how lets Plup just jump in?
It's just dash tag city. KZ just hit with 4 dash tags a minute ago to kind of get something started.
I think the big thing in neutral is the times when Plup decides to break like his zoning and just run in with a grab have really been the big moments that like gets Plup's pressure started. Oh.
Sheik with like the really by the way, for people who don't know, like it's like a really good rapid jab because it's just fast enough that you can't ASD down through it.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's like Fox's downer. You know, if Fox's downer is just fast enough, you can't crouch cancel it. It's the same way with Sheik's rapid jab.
It's a really silly mix-up that usually isn't worth happening, but sometimes you'll just find it and like they'll keep holding down like I can crouch cancel, I can crouch, and they take like 10. They sit there for a second, take 10%, and you're like yes.
Yeah.
I really like close to neutral right here.
Yeah. Oh, well placed forward tilt. Excellent air dodge from Kalamazhu.
Yeah, he's out. That was a tough situation.
Oh my god. Yeah, Plup with some really nice decision making. Yeah.
The little down tilt to just extend.
Kalamazhu,
so cool.
the way he plays neutral,
the
way Kalamazhu plays neutral is it's extremely reactive. I think he's really good about kind of he'll do this dash dance and he'll kind of try to watch you and make sure that, you know, he doesn't give you any inch. Plup is finding these cool ways to, like, bait out the wrong reaction from Kalamazhu. Like, with his wave lands off of platforms and things like that. Like, Kalamazhu's actually not ready for some of this stuff.
Oh, wow. No. Plup's just getting the early jump in every time against KZ on edge guarding, and so that's the time when you can really start adding the percent and finishing stocks against Sheik. Okay.
Oh, Stitch. Oh, he threw it.
Peace.
Did he not realize he had a Stitch, I wonder?
I know I could never realize. Okay. They're hard to see, in my opinion.
That's fair.
I'm just going to say it.
That's fair.
All right, Keizu, it's fine with me.
Oh. I think Plup's neutral is just like, compared to the average Sheik, he just does so many more things in the mid-range. And I think that's what's throwing Keizu off. Like, oh, mixes up his DI.
Yeah, and Plup poised to take this now. He's up a full stock in a game. Will we see Plup move up?
Oh, that could have been something huge.
Oh, man. Reading Keizu's double jumps. Yeah, every little bit of damage is a lot, and he gets the 18 on the needles. Often does 17, but if you're far enough away, it does 18. Is to fly extra far.
Does it do more damage when you're
far?
Wait,
it does more either if you're far or close. I don't remember. I think it's if you're close, actually. So yeah, he was close enough that it did 18.
I think so. It would be unique at least if it's far, if it's reverse.
If it's reverse, yeah.
Oh.
Ouch.
He got so far out there.
And after game one, where Keizu was looking...
What a...
not Keizu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keizu.
Yeah. Keizu. Yeah.
It's looking good. Plup, 3 quick games.
3 quick games.
Plup's going to move on.
Plup is going to move on.
Up into the potential relegation of someone in Div 1.
Which is big.
Potentially a winner's bracket
hey,
start
and
next
I can tell
week.
you who he might be playing up against.
The loser of Ginger and Zane.
You know that for a goddamn fact?
I'm not sure, but I looked at it moments ago, and I'm just questioning my memory.
The loser
Have you
of
heard
Ginger
about the beef between Ginger and Plup?
No, I haven't. But I'd love to. We'd love hearing about beef.
Me too.
I mean, obviously, okay. So clearly, Ginger could beat Zane here. So like, let's not count him out. But obviously, the favorite is Zane. So we're likely to see a Plup Ginger. The beef is really not that big, but I think Ginger played unranked right after he lost to, I believe it was LSD or a Marth player. And Plup played Fox and kind of, ran a little bit on platforms, and Ginger was a little bit of a salty move, which, really understandable right after losing an online tournament. I think we all would be salty. And he just kind of called Plup like really lame and campy.
Wow.
And then Plup has kind of memed that to say that he only entered SCL to destroy Ginger and stuff like that.
Wow.
Maybe we'll see it happen.
Don't overreact. I know people want to react.
Plup likes to meme, I will say. Plup will meme. He'll like meme beef. I feel like Plup doesn't care at all, and he just thinks it's funny.
I can't tell.
And
I can't tell a single thing about Plup.
A little extra. Something both people like keep in mind, I think.
Yeah. That's fair. We might see a little bit more running on platforms.
These are the stakes.
If you will.
I'm ready.
I'm ready too. That sounds exciting.
We'll see. We're going to have to watch.
Hey, Ginger might take Zane, though.
Yeah.
It's possible.
We're going to go to a break, and then when we come back, I believe just this, we're going to have Ben versus Lucky.
Ben versus Lucky, dude.
The first set we're going to be able to see. So plenty more Melee coming up today. Summit Champions League. Week 3. Stay tuned.